Guys, welcome back to HDG Cars YouTube. Today we've got a little bit of a different car. So if you're looking for something for the school run, perfect for family, small, but still has more than 5 seats, then this might be the car for you. Standing on the right of me is this 1.5 hybrid Toyota Sienta, 6-seater with the sliding doors and quite a good spec. So, although this is a different car and something you may not have ever seen, these are becoming really popular in the UK, and for very good reason. 1.5 hybrid, probably the most economical engine Toyota I've ever made. It's the size of a hatchback, but can be in the 6-seater, 5-seater and 7-seater variant. It's got the sliding doors, and overall pretty practical. Maybe it's not the best looking car. It does have a big forehead and all those kind of bits and bobs, but hey, not everyone's looking just for looks. Practicality is very important. Right, so let's talk about the exterior. Toyota definitely didn't make this car for looks. However, they made this to optimize the maximum amount of space in the smallest amount of car. So the main features are the extremely big headlights, nice big eyes. It's got a great big forehead for a windscreen, but the most important thing is this sleeker design on the side, and it also, most importantly, has the sliding electric doors. These can obviously be turned on and off, and it is perfect for everyday use, whether it's kids, supermarket, even elderly. This car is perfectly fine for that. Now, as we can see, when the doors open, you've got a huge amount of space to come inside, which is really important, especially if you've got people always swinging your doors open and closed. Now, as we come to the back, if you thought the looks couldn't get worse, then here we are. So, Sienta has a great tall boot space, and you can see the configuration of the seats as well. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a 6th one there that folds right under there. So if you come a bit closer, you can see that this seat, for illustration purposes, has been left out, and that seat is just tucked under there. So you still get optimal boot space when you're not using all seats. And yeah, that's about it really. Again, you have the kind of opening door that way. It's not a kind of hatchback specifically, it's still an MPV. But yeah, that's about it. Again, looks isn't its forte, however, it is still an extremely popular car. So as we come to the inside, it does get a little bit better, fortunately. So the design's a bit different on this one. We've got the orange accents, which is quite common in the Sientas, gives it a bit of pizzazz. We've got a nice, almost flat bottom, I would say probably almost flat bottom steering wheel, which is multifunctional. You've got your buttons here, everything is quite ergonomically placed. Again, you've got a standard gear shifter, which is quite different on the hybrids. Being the 1.5, this is uber economical. We'll get back to that in a minute. And then we've also got loads of space. Even in the glove box, you've got this little hook thing here, so you can hook up to 3 kilos of whatever you want to hook there. And yeah, generally speaking, it's quite nice. This one also comes with heated seats, which is also an option extra. Again, like I said, I'm about 5'9", and I have got plenty of room. So if you were 6'4", even 7'4", I don't think you'd have an issue driving this car whatsoever. So as we clumber into the back, you can see I have got ample legroom and headroom. The good thing is, especially if you have young kids who can't push the door, you've got these sliding doors which work really well. These can be turned off if it is really annoying. There is a button there, and you've got absolutely a lot of room. This one, being the 6-seater, has a small compartment here, and you can even lie down if you really wanted to. So again, really nice and comfortable. And again, you've got to realize this car is still the size of a hatchback, so you can really see where Toyota. Yeah. And another thing I'd say is if there is someone in the back, please don't recline. You might crush their legs, so please do be careful. Although there is a bit of space in the back, there isn't that much space. So back to normal. You still can lean back a bit, but try not to lie down. So the actual reason that people are buying this car is what's under the bonnet. So under the bonnet is the infamous or famous 1.5 hybrid paired with a CVT gearbox, stress tested, press proven by Toyota to give you 65 mpg on average. Now, I've seen people do up to 90 and 100 mpg from my previous customers, so you can understand that this is an exceptional car. Now, one of the things we're going to talk about very quickly are parts. So when buying Japanese imports, people, especially grey imports such as this one, people are always a little bit worried about parts and whatnot. But just to give you a bit of word of advice, the engine and the gearbox is the same as in the Toyota Yaris, and most body parts can be found overnight and or from breakers, so not too much of an issue. Here at HDG Cars, we are providing this one at 9995, and yeah, that's just a little disclaimer. Right, back to the video. As we come a little bit closer as well, we'll see and look at the wheels. So the wheels are 15-inch with a nice thick tread. Now the reason for that is the most comfortable Tires and wheel configuration is the 15 inches on these ones. You can get the T-Spirit-esque alloys on this, so that's the 17 inches. However, the ride really does become uncomfortable. So if you've seen me talk about this before on the previous Toyota Prius videos, you'll understand what I mean. Now, so we talked much about it. Again, it's a different car. I think the only thing we really need to do is go on a test drive and make our final verdict. So again, we're not going to expect a hot hatch quality and or ride. However, there's things I can say about this car. It is still isn't very sluggish. Now you'd expect this to basically not go anywhere and 0 to 60 in 5 business days, but paired with its hybrid battery, this car has actually a little bit of oomph as well, which is very surprising for a car this size with this engine. The steering is extremely light as well. It's nice and nimble. I could turn it with one finger, although I do recommend your hands on 10 and 2 at all times. And again, paired with the CVT gearbox, you've probably seen me in my previous videos, always talk about that CVT gearbox. However, it's an excellent gearbox. People always hate on it, but it's so smooth, so reliable, and we are blessed to say that we've never ever had issues with Toyota hybrid gearboxes. So yeah, really, again, space is right, nice and comfortable. One thing I would say, however, there is a little bit of cabin noise compared to, let's say, a standard car, a little bit more. It's not really noticeable, but again, we're doing a review, so we're going to talk about the nitty gritty. So yeah, apart from that, overall nice and clean. This one has got thicker profile tires on as well, which makes it really nice. Another thing I'd say is these they do have heated seats, although I'm not going to try it because today it's 30 degrees, but they do work. They aren't the best heated seats, but they do warm your bum up quite nicely, and they do the job. Again, when you're buying this car, you're not buying this car because you want a amazing looking ultra luxury car. You're buying this because you want practicality, no headache, and something that will get you to A to B without ever having to stress about it. We sell loads of these Toyota Sientas, and we see generally families buying these, and or people who have elderly or disabled family members that they lug around, and they're super happy with it. Anything else I could say? Not really. Drive-wise, again, it's calm. We're doing about 40-50 around here, and yeah, feel pretty good, to be fair. This one also does come with lane assist, which does help, so it does keep you in your balance. And at the moment, I am averaging about 57 mpg, so I'm quite happy. So yeah, again, coming back to the interior is a bit of a weird one. This whole car is a bit weird, so it does kind of fit the USP. So we've got this kind of like orange quilted thing here, but it's nowhere else in the car. When you look inside, you've got that orange accent there. That's a PCN charge from earlier. But you've got the orange accents there. The steering wheel is completely different. I don't know what steering wheel this is out of, because Toyota use a lot of spark spin, but it's actually a really nice steering wheel. Apart from that, it is paired with fabric on the doors, which I'm kind of weird. Like, it doesn't make sense. If you've done the orange accents here, why don't you do it here? But Toyota for you. And yeah, again, you got all the amenities you need. So again, nice smooth drive, simple pimple. Nothing to showboat about, but it is still quite a nice drive. So we've looked at the inside, we've looked at the outside, and now we need to make our final verdict. Would I buy this car? Absolutely not. Well, because I'm not the target audience. I'm 26 years old. I'd probably buy an Audi S3, or probably save it to buy a BMW just so I can show off. However, if I was a little bit older, had a couple more kids, and needed something that would do the same job day in, day out, get me to work and back, get me to the school runs and back, shopping, and being overly practical and easy to park, then this is the car for you. Again, guys, you won't win any looks awards with this car. However, it does what it says on the tin, and this is why the Sienta is in a class of its own. There's very few cars that come close to this, that it's in its own category. So you can't really compare it to anything. I don't really know what to say. It's half hatchback, half MPV. It has the economy of a mini Yaris, so I don't really know what to say. It's kind of a mix of emotions. Would I personally buy it again? No, I wouldn't. However, if you are looking for something like this, these are one of the most popular sellers right now for us, and this one you can buy at 9995 at hdgcars.com. So guys, I hope you appreciate my honest review, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, follow the channel. Thank you very much, guys.